the side. But all these videos mainly scoffing at the side. It's the 12 tribe chart, man. That's all they do it, and they they never disagreed with it. They never had no understanding of it, man, because they're not meek, they're not humble, man. The Most High didn't put that Holy Spirit upon them to understand this 12 tribe chart, man. See, we in Great Millstone, Men of Valor, DTA, we understand this 12 tribe chart, man. All right, because we're humble, and also we more diligent into our study of the scriptures and secular history, and line up the scriptures along with secular history to prove what we are talking about. These guys, they don't do that, man. And they run on emotional, man. All right, and Taza Doc, he another thing I forgot to mention, he along with him, breakdancing and that Camp Bunny chick, man, they responsible for us to moving towards dailymotion.com. They kept flagging our goddamn videos. And then he come back and lay on being an expert on child support and the USCC codes and everything and shit. He fucking apologized, to us. He called about talking about, you guys gonna hold this against me, whatever. I've been doing the research. He ain't apologized, man. Still had not today, and we don't expect him to do that, man, because he's a nigga. All right, that's what niggas do, man. They insult and assault people, and don't want to face the consequences of it. But that's okay. How we're gonna hit him, Qanath, and the irrelevant chubby guy in the middle with the glasses, and in the other video, come hit their ass with an ICBM missile. All right, so the elders throughout Great Millstone, New York, they already cursed them out. So I'm here from this perspective, all right? Because he got a real problem with so-called Latinos, man. All right. And according to Deuteronomy 28, 45, 46, it said the curse will be a sign but wonder who the Israelites are. They do mark the so-called Latinos and Native Americans. All right, regardless of what skin color they are. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that too. But watch this guy say. The hibernating guy. I forgot the what's that guy name? He used to mock us with Babalu, what the fuck his name is. I forgot his name. The one with the glasses, and the one was crying. His auntie told him to get a job, all types of crazy shit. He used to mock us about the mark of the beast. He put a tape up his head. That guy, he hibernates, so I got this guy like to hibernate too, man. Cause he took his plot off the hand for a silk pillow. All right, so I'm playing with this guy say, man, it's damn reprobate.
Your own brother in private or openly, where obviously you got white men and women, or so-called white, or Edomites, or Spaniards in your kid, and you gonna speak against it? And that's why I call it out. I don't care.
Well, I call it out. I don't care. All right, so there's the scriptures that say don't judge a man by appearance. All right, that's what his scripture says that, man. All right, but anyway, man, he mad because the so-called Negroes, so-called Latino Native Americans are Israelites. And a lot don't wake it up in our counts, man. Some, they say even what's like a cake on turn. All right. And he tried to he called something at the show. I think was it him or Black Jesus, this little bud out there, Black Jesus. He talking about he a Hamite, Cushite, Israelite. Oh boy, these people, man, these guys are kooky, man. How they could be a Hamite, what do you say, Hamite, Egyptian, Israelite? Oh my God, man! And he said he with the FOPE camp. Man, y'all a bunch of cuckoos, man. But anyway, it says Hosea chapter 7 verse 8, it says what? Ephraim, he had mixed himself among the people. Ephraim is a cake not turning. Ephraim stand for the northern kingdom. Although some bro they bring out Ephraim, they talk about the so-called Puerto Ricans, or the Taino descent, but it's they use that sometimes, but they just talk about all 10 the 10 tribes, man, of the northern kingdom, man. I'm from the northern kingdom myself, so all right. It said Ephraim admits himself among the people, right? Ephraim admits himself among the people, man. He went among the other nations, man. Esau, Ham, Japhet. All right. They scatter around, man. They scatter to they migration. They due to persecution and stuff, and also slavery, man. Been on the cargo slave ships. All right, and they took what the culture, the culture of the different nationalities, man. All right, even Ephraim mixed among the other 11 tribes, man. All right, Ephraim is a cake not turned. All right, it's talking about Ephraim, the northern kingdom, not the heathens, as Tasadat tried to spin it in his other video, man. It's that Ephraim. It says right here, the subject is what? Ephraim, not the heathens. Tasadak. It said Ephraim's a cake not turned. All right, just like you got a little little pancake or flapjack, man. All right, one side gonna be light, one side gonna be darker. Or some people sometimes some people might have one side darker than the other one, man. Purposely, man. All right. So it's some of the various different shades, colors, different hair texture, everything, man. Mother Northern Kingdom, man. And that's true. All right. I'll talk about this particular verse, man, right here. All right. So you go to see Jeremiah 12 and 9. All right. It says right here, it said, my heritage unto me as a speckled bird. The birds are round about are against her. Come ye, assemble, all the beasts of the field. Come to her. It's done for. It's talking about doing Babylonian captivity. Our Israel speckled bird, right? They was spiritually dirty, man. They was committing idolatry and stuff. At the same time, it's talking about the different hair features, everything, face features, skin color, everything, man. All right, so it's double folded. Okay. All right, so the Northern King, they not the only one who got diverse looks, man. All right, and this is from my old video, man. Talking about the Southern King that was brought here to the USA and Brazil, man. The Fulani.
Double honors to the apostle GMS.
All right, you can see it right here.
Are our elders and honest you brothers out there teaching the truth. Jeremiah chapter 12 verse 9. My heritage is unto me as a speckled bird. The birds round about are against her.
All right, and again, this is an old video I had. All right, it's about 3 years ago. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna play it right here.
Come, yea, assemble all the beasts of the field. Come to devour, and this talking about the beginning of the Babylonian captivity. In ancient time.
All right, so try to make it bigger.
Skin color, different head textures. All right, and different face features of the 12 tribes of Israel. This is within the Southern Kingdom. All right.
Yeah, so like I skipped.
You guys talking about skin color, this and hair. Israel, man. During ancient times and up to now, man. And the nation of Israel are you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right.
Okay, so I pause it. All right, so I'm gonna pause for you. So I'm gonna start it somewhat at the beginning. All right, so I just try to make it bigger, where y'all can see the articles, the pages from this book, Black Crescent. All right, by Michael A. Gomez. All right, and this is why I was able to go to the Harrington Washington library. They got rid of the paper and stuff, so you won't get a snippet of something. You gotta take your phone with you, take pictures and stuff, man. All right.
And this is a book called Black Crescents. All right, by Michael A. Gomez. All right. This is about Israelites of the Islamic faith. All right. You see right here, it says African Muslims, but again, we're not Africans, we're Israelites. All right. Let's start at page 15. All right. The lost Senegamians, Israelites for Senegambia. All right. Establish a reputation as indomitable, disobedient, and ready to rebel. It's a lot for if you see the page. You can't see certain words. I try to do my best on my camera. All right. Establish a reputation as indomitable, disobedient, and ready to rebel, while described as blacks of excellent appearances, tall and athletic. All right. Limbs slender, strong, with shiny jet black skin. Senegamians came to be seen as pyramid examples of blacks. They call even age because they rebel, fight against Esau. Basically, just describing their skin complexion. All right. Right here on page 147, it says the January 9th through the 12th, 1782 publication of Charleston Royal Gazette sought the return of Sambo or Sam, described having a yellowish complexion and his hair pretty long. All right, being of the Fuller country, meaning Fulani. All right, this is Judah, man. This is the Southern Kingdom. All right, the connection between Sambo, Islam, and the Fuller became more apparent when receiving advertising and juxtaposed with another notice, which a deciding Muslim identified with the same ethnicity. In June 1766 edition of Charleston, South Carolina Gazette and Country Journal features an ad in which Robert Derrick sought the return of Musa, which is basically the Arabic version of the name Mashah. Moses, a yellow fella, is of the Fuller country. All right. So again, just showing you different complexions of Israel, man. All right. This is page 125. I'll start right here. It says pure FOPE, another word for Fulani, black people of the white race. I'm gonna show you why Esau, he tried to fit in with him, but Esau, he's not white, he's red. Right? Were remembered by living as having once been in Bahia, this is down in Brazil, identified by their copper red color and yellowy straight on the dotted hair. Sound like a Gadite, so-called Native American. Again, these are Judites, so-called Negroes. All right. Rodriguez's numerical estimate is consistent with the report of Jinguist, who maintained that as many as 100,000 Israelite descent Muslims remain in Bahia and Rio de Janeiro as late as 1907. All right, and it's all you scoffers. You talking about, well, the so-called Latinos and Native Americans that had straight hair, light skin. They can't be Israelites, but this is within Judah, man. This is the so-called Negroes, tribal Judah. With their brothers, so-called West Indians, Benjamin, and the so-called Haitians, which are tribe of Levi, man. All right. All right. This is about Esquash. And Esquash, he was a damn, just a straight up coon, man. Most of all these people, some of the people in this book, man, they're coons, man. All right. But again, we're talking about the different, diverse looks of the nation of Israel. All right. This is Esquash. Let's see about him. When he found it allowed to stand in spite of the crown's and fifth of constant confinement, he was a commanding figure. His clear-cut African feature was extremely dark, like a Moor, and his straight black hair and beard matted and fell from neglect were not kinky. He was obviously not Negro. I mean, he didn't look like the typical Negro, all right, but he was a so-called Negro. He was an Israelite man, all right, from the tribe of Judah. The captain could not provide any information on the most giant origins, all right. Speculate instead he was an Arab slave trade. No, he was. He was an Ishmael, man. He was an Israelite, man. There's no prophecies in Deuteronomy 28 saying that Ishmaelite, so-called Arab, gonna come to the slave trade, man. No, man.
All right, so this is part one. I'll come back with part two. Most I want to later on. Shalom.